Craic news. Today we have two awesome comedians and firefighter, Paul Marsh, and a comedian from the land down under, Damo Clark.
Hey.
How we doing? All good?
We were stuck in traffic for 3 hours, but it was worth it for this.
It was worth it, okay.
And my car is a Mondeo, and it looks totally like a Garda car. So,
It's black, and he's got me sitting in the back, and there's a cage dividing the front and the back.
So
Damo's like this.
I'm like, can I have that Mars bar just slipping through the...
okay, well, so Paul, you're also a firefighter.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I watch firefighters on movies, like in New York, they're running the burning buildings, they're fighting arsonists.
Yeah.
Is it a little bit different in Dublin?
Big time. The first thing in movies that does our head in is you can't go near smoke without a breathing apparatus. But if you're Tom Cruise or whatever, you can't hire him for 50 million and then put a breathing apparatus over his face.
Yeah.
So they
It
run
also
into
looks
these
cool as
smoky
fuck, yeah.
buildings and they just have an axe and stuff like that. It's ridiculous.
Paul let me go to the fire station with my son, and then showed it. That's when you had the new helmets, where they look like you're an astronaut almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're the full cover. It's
full
wicked.
cover, and you can't see it. So often I'm like the
tinted.
pump operator. I'm at the back of it at a big fire, and people come over and ask you stupid questions. You go, "Oh, what's on fire?" You know, this kind of thing. So now we've got these new helmets. You just pull it down, and all they can see is their reflection. They walk up to you. So we had a car with the roof off it, and Damo has you don't have it with you, do you? The flash crash test dummy.
I do, man. I'll get it.
Oh, you do have it? Oh.
So we have different ways of cutting people out of cars, but on this particular one, we've cut the whole roof off. So it's down the end of the yard because we've practiced on it. We've cut the roof off this car.
So it's
and Damo
convertible?
saw this and he had his so Damo is one of the best pictures I've ever seen. It's Damo just sitting in the middle of it.
You would fit in Belfast anyway.
And I was like, yeah, just kidding. Yeah, I know, yeah.
Is this,
I was wearing this in the car with the Dublin Reg as well. Like, what are you wearing?
it almost looks like something you would,
That's why they were all looking at us.
That's probably why.
it looks like something you would find in a
I had my-
BDSM shop. If you to be honest with you. Yeah.
Are you into it? Yeah, it was great, man. To actually cutting open a car, and I was just
Wow.
like slow motion.
It's really creepy at the same time.
We
Yeah,
were
it's
trying to
proper
come up
creepy,
with a
yeah.
new way of testing airbags, but we just kept hitting the brick wall.
Hey!
How long? Dad joke in 2 minutes.
yeah, you got it. We love him.
What I want to know is like what, because I've had to call out the fire truck to my house. I want to know. I want to know what the most common call out is.
Oh, because we were talking about this earlier on. Lately, it's e-bikes.
Is it e-bikes?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
What's that on fire because of the battery exploding?
Yeah, battery goes up, but the amount of smoke that comes off it is unreal. So we went to this well-known pub in Dublin. I won't say the name of GDPR and all that, but the smoke that was coming out, we thought it's whipping, it's gone. This building is gone. But then when we got in and we've got our breathing apparatus, this isn't. And we just went into an office and it was an e-bike.
Somebody was revving up.
One bike, yeah.
So they were plugging it in, and next thing it just went up on fire.
Shit, them e-bikes.
Oh,
they're going to be
everything
banned
about
soon.
them.
They're going to be
Yeah.
banned soon.
Yeah.
Do you reckon so?
Oh, definitely. It's all I hear about. One of our stories coming up is like a Gardaí member got knocked down by an e-bike and he's hospitalised.
Yeah.
And then I live in an area in Belfast where the young kids, 15, 16, all have e-bikes flying up and down the road.
They haven't banned from my little guy's only 10 and they haven't banned from his school.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's good.
10-year-olds coming
Yeah.
on e-bikes.
You know, I see people on e-bikes and I'm like, I mean, it is hard to learn to ride a bike. But
it's always-
stick with it, guys.
It's
You
weird
will learn.
because whenever I was young, everyone had scramblers. Do you have those in Dublin?
I'm from Tipperary, so I had one.
You had a scrambler?
Yeah, I had a scrambler, yeah.
Oh, you were hard
But this
lad.
was like in the 80s. You
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
have
okay,
scramblers
okay.
in the 80s, you know.
So everyone had scramblers, and then it became quads. You ever have quad?
No,
like
the
the
farmers down my way all had quads. Yeah,
Like, was that's further out of the city though? You wouldn't see them.
Yeah.
No, that's in Belfast. That was in the city. Yeah.
It was
Quad
strange. It was
bikes
strange
cruising around.
I was from Tipperary, which is a real agriculture part. We had motorbikes, and then in the heart of Dublin City, they had horses. It kind of didn't make sense.
That is funny. That's what I love about Dublin, and I'd say it'd be similar to here. Like, you got these brand new e-bikes, LED lights coming out of them, zipping along next to a galloping horse. And you're like, what year is this? It's crazy. A Tesla's going on cobblestone roads.
It's almost left like all the chavs just got very like climate aware. You know what I mean? It went from like petrol scramblers. Now like
We're worried about the environment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and
but they just want to zip away from the guard or the cops. But it looks ridiculous. Like, I wish people just, like,
You can't be on one without and look normal.
No.
I think they're trying to look tough, and then they're like going down like little scooters, and you're like,
especially when there's two lads and they're all like being tough, but one of them's just like hanging on.
Somebody does something about that where there's like they're driving away and they're going, "Oh, I'll kill you" or whatever, and then there's this.
And then they're just hugging the
they're
bird,
stood
you know?
sideways, and he's made some behind him.
Yeah, and they're trying to be cool, but like, oh, I love a bicycle, man. Get back on your bikes, you know. Get on your bikes, because it's weird seeing people move without moving. You know, 'cause there's no joints, no. There's just like a cardboard cutout, like a lazy animation of just like one picture, same drawing, no other frames, and just like move it along in the background. You know, it looks really weird, especially the ones that are sitting on that little epoxy seat.
I feel like in the future, it used to be all biker gangs. Now it's just going to be e-bike gangs.
E-bike gangs.
Yeah.
With the grey and black tracksuits. Always.
Yeah.
And one got left behind because he ran out of power.
Oh, yeah.
They've all stopped at a pub, but instead of like drinking beers and starting fights, they're just charging all their e-scooters.
Yeah, they're waving their cables around. You got USB, you got USB. Yeah, you got USB. That's crazy, isn't it?
The one time I had to get I think a fireman came out. It was the Danny's sausages on the grill. So we hadn't cleaned it, so there was a little puddle of oil.
And you got black smoke, loads of black smoke.
No, what happened was it went on fire, and there's a small fire, and I thought I was smart to fill up a bucket of water. And so I pushed it over the oven.
This is the thing. My job depends on people like you. I would be out of business. I think carpenters look at, you know, those guys that are on YouTube and they're showing people how to do this at home, and carpenters are looking and going, "You put me out of work." Whenever the safety videos go on television, I'm like, "You're putting me out of work." Let those people get harmed.
What percentage is it stupidity and what percentage is like real?
Just the amount of stuff we see is just ridiculous. Like that.
I was very lucky. Like me and my mum were in the kitchen, and I just threw the bucket over, but the flame went from till the roof. So
because then once it goes up the curtain, it goes along the ceiling.
Yeah. Do you know how I finally put it out? I put a second bucket of water over it.
No way.
Really?
You were determined.
It was just up there, and I was like,
work.
I think it was a bigger one. I was like, we just have to go for it, and it smothered the water, and I was like, that could have went two ways.
Or like a big dirt.
Yeah, that could have got even worse.
This is when I was very young.
Yeah, but you're lucky that you were like second time's a charm.
Yeah.
What was that story? I think it was like PJ and PJ Gallagher.
Yeah.
And your man Joe Devine.
Yeah.
Like I think he was telling that story of like there was a horse.
That was actually in Tala. There was so the horse got impaled on a rail, went into the side of its neck. Yeah, I know it's not nice. Why did you tell me that story?
Because
so anyway, so they called the ISPCA and they have a vet on call, and he came down and he was like comforting the horse, and he gave him an injection that was going to put him asleep. And there was a big crowd around there, and he said to the lads, and everyone's really sad because the horse has been put down, and he said to the lads, there's blood all around here, guys, and that's like initially that's poison, like I have put into him, like, so if you could cover that up or something. And the lads were only too happy, like, back to the fire engine, grab shovels, and they were grabbing the shovels and just heading across, and this door opens across the road, and this woman goes, "Here, you needn't think you're burying that bleeding horse there." She thought there was going to be like a horse grave across the road.
I love how she was looking out her window, probably seeing the whole thing happen, and didn't come out to help. But the one time she comes out,
she just saw the lads with the shovel and thought, they're going to bury that.
They were just going to put a bit of dirt where the blood was.
Some of the stuff people say to you when you're out and about, though, I mean, they don't
think.
No. But like I say, we're dependent on them. So.
Okay, so Damo, you came from Australia to Dublin, is it? Yeah. Was this for love?
It was.
Yeah. It always is, isn't it? Yeah.
I know. Yeah, like we met in a nightclub. Me and Sandra, we're still together. So we met like 20 years ago, and
they come in Australia.
You don't know their accent if it's so loud.
Yeah.
And then when he was like, Sandra, her name's Sandra, and I was like, "Where are you from?" Ireland. And in my head, I remember thinking, "Well, I'm going to Ireland then."
Really?
In a way, like some would say romantic, but then you could also, if she didn't like me, stalker. It's very dependent on whether she liked me back. But luckily, she did. But it took a while.
But was there like I presume no debate? No, like she wanted to move to Australia, or you?
We did. Like we're back and forth for a bit. So we luckily I met her when she had a year. Visa.
Okay.
But she was only there for like a month, and then we met. So we had like 11 months to get to know each other.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I wasn't me like in at the arrivals at the airport. Any hot chicks coming in?
And the thing is, if you've ever been to Perth, like it's most fabulous, like, and the weather and everything is just to actually for him to leave Perth to Ireland. That's true love.
That's true love. Yeah. But then also, as you guys know, if you're nocturnal, it doesn't matter what the day's like.
Oh, okay,
I suppose. Yeah.
I started stand up when I was 18. I was like, oh, this is it. This is great. So you're out at night.
Oh, okay,
And the brighter and warmer the day is, you're like, I wish it was dark and rainy so I could have sleep in.
My partner got me to go to Spain for a holiday, and then before that was Portugal. And I come back, and the first thing I said was like, next time we're going to like Greenland, Iceland. I just love dark and cold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That comedy thrives. There's things about it I miss, and I'll probably retire. I was saying before, you don't want to be old and cold. No one wants to be old and cold.
No.
I'll be cold now.
I'm at that age now. I'm thinking, because my wife,
I'm pretty old now.
I told her my wife has a brother there, and she was talking about moving. I was like, sign me up.
But it's so interesting because it's almost like there's two different kinds of people. There's always people who move away from Ireland. Like Roy Keane is always like, I'm going to go retire and move back to Ireland. But the people that stay in Ireland are like, I'm going to retire and then move out of Ireland.
When you look at especially old white people, what do we want? We don't want a holiday and lie in the warm sun and like read a book and then eat and then lie. We just want to lie around.
I just want to talk about similarities between Australia and Dublin. I've seen, like, what do you think is the manlier sport, GAA or Aussie rules?
That's tricky, man, because you could say, I mean, it's very similar in the sense.
Yeah, they are so similar.
And that's why they have the international rules where they combine the both sports and then no one knows anything what's happening, which is great. We'd always
let's rewind. So what do they do? They combine GAA and Aussie rules?
And Aussie rules. And they used to have international rules, they'd call it football. International between two nations. But international rules. And then I saw it at Craic Park, but then they stopped it because people just kept getting injured, I guess.
Yeah.
There would be, I think with GAA, there's less violence because I found when you're watching them side by side and intermingled that the Aussies were blatantly injuring people.
I seen something that was called I can't remember the name of it, but if you do like a throw in Aussie rules, you're allowed to use your opponent as a step ladder to go up and grab the ball.
And, they'd mark it. They call it a marker. And there's a big thing. Dudes are jumping. They like run off someone's back and jump in the air. The height they get. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So which is great to watch. And that's
but in any other sport, that would be like a red card.
Yeah.
Oh, I used him to like my studs into his back.
You touch a guy in soccer and he goes down.
Yeah. But everyone in AFL has just got like divots in their back from shoes, from AFL shoes. But then that also, when you mark it, it's spectacular, and then they get a free kick. Yeah. So that's why they do it. So there's a lot of starting and stopping with AFL, but it's great to watch the marks where GA is sort of more fluid because it doesn't have the start and stop. But then you don't get the big. But it's easier to catch a ball that's spherical as well as like an egg. So,
and what about drinkers? Do you feel like it's a similar culture, or do you feel like
it's weird? Because I've had Irish people saying Aussies drink more, and I've had Aussies saying Irish drink more. But then when there's people that we know from all that, there's alcohol in their system 24/7. Who drinks more? I know Aussies that are always drunk, and Irish people that are always drunk. Like
it's the same.
The first time I went to Perth, my brother-in-law collected us, and we went through a drive-through off license.
No way.
Like, I have never. This is unbelievable. Right? You win Australia.
That's another level. That's wow.
And he was like, I said, I'll have a 6-pack. You don't buy 6-packs. He said, you buy a tray. You want a tray? What?
Yeah,
tray?
Slab.
A slab. Okay. So it's got a slab.
I think Australia.
And I was like, no, they like to drink more than us. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. What's funny is like, don't drink and drive, but drive through and drink.
Yeah. And they were giving samples. That was the thing. They were giving samples in the drive-through.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Here's one thing that I've mentioned before ages ago. I just remembered it. I find like Irish pubs are the most famous in the world, and then it's the crack. That's the crack news. Yeah. It's what you're trying to embody, where the priority is drink and have a good time, stories, music, all that kind of carry on, and that's what we want to take. And there's you have Irish people that live in Australia. They're like, it's just not the same. Like it's close, but it's different. You're outside more. It's warm. My argument is like in Australia we've complicated drinking with other things, like, oh mate, let's go to the beach, a few cold ones, bit of beach cricket. Hey, let's go up the hills with the mountain bikes, bit of mountain cricket or whatever. And you go, no. But like here, there's no complication with activities. It's just drinking.
That is the activity.
You don't have to run.
They
through
don't go to the pub. They would rarely go to the pub. Most of their drinking is done at barbecues or around the house and stuff like that.
That's because here, if we did that, it's probably lashing and like the beach is freezing. You know what I mean?
My neighbour told me recently he has never had a drink outside of a pub. He's around the same age as me, but he's never would drink at home or anything.
Oh wow.
His thing was that he just reckoned he'd lose the run of himself. He would.
Maybe he's just always in a pub.
Yeah, it's just always in a pub.
His home is a pub.
But it's so social. I mean, that's what the secret of happiness is communities, that's what they say. And I mean, that's what they used to be. They used to be the old grocers shops, wouldn't it be? There was no TV even before then, so where would you go? Everyone would come together. That's how you'd meet people. That's how you'd find jobs. That's how a lot of us are even alive, because our folks would have, our folks would have met in some place where everyone gets together.
I think there's so many couples out there and so many people that are here that would have never been here for alcohol.
Big time.
Oh man, if the world was sober, there'd be no people.
or there'd be more because there'd be so much less violence. But yeah.
Oh, that's true. Or like we'd be so bored. I guess we'll screw again, really awkwardly.
Cool. Well, we're going to move on to our first news story. We have this cruise ship out in the middle of the Atlantic where a deadly virus has started and spread.
I'm supposed to be going on a cruise. You're putting me off here now.
Because my friend John, he is mad in the cruises every year. He's like, you should go on a cruise. But I have a mad fear of boats. I get seasick. And in this story, I was just like, imagine you get trapped at like one of those like Butlin's kids entertainers, 20 kids, that guy, and like you're not allowed out of the room in case. I'd be like, oh, jeepers.
Yeah. Or I tell you what, I know exactly where I'd go. Every one of these ships has a gym on it.
Yeah,
and got all these weapons. You got the big bar, you got the plates.
Yeah, but I'm so weak I couldn't lift any of them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just those little pink ones that you just have when you're doing aerobics.
Have you ever been on a cruise? Paul?
No, we were actually planning it. My niece keeps going on to me about it. But you were saying about the gym. She was on an American one down by Florida, and there was a running track, huge big running track down on the bottom. And she said she literally had it to herself every morning. She went for a run. There was no one.
There's nobody exercising on the cruise ship.
I was on a cruise where was it one of the Royal Caribbean ones?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I suppose they all have them now, but like one of them had a full-on running track on one of the. It's the same level as the lifeboats.
Right, yes.
Because they were like, what are we going to do with this space in between the lifeboat and the thing that's this wide?
It's probably the least expensive option to do. It's like, we put in like a roller coaster.
It's probably there needed something anyway, and they just put it in.
And then like it's perfect because when there's an emergency, people can be running on it anyway. So it's a perfect grip to run to the lifeboats. Run, guys. Someone's running. Oh, shit.
So we'll move on to our final story. There has been a bus in Paris. There was this trainee bus driver, and during her test she crashed into a car. Both flew into the river, and a helicopter and all these different vehicles had to come and pick them up from the river. I was wondering, what was your...
It was insane.
I wonder if you passed. Is that hard for? What was the driving test like for... Did you have to drive?
You were going to think I'm making this up, right? But when I passed my driving test, right? But when I was doing it, I did it in Clonmel and Tipperary, and you come around this like off the main street, you come around this kind of back street, and your man said take the right turn here, which I wasn't too keen to do, because when you take the right turn, there's a place called Circles, and it was a snooker club, and that's where we all hung out.
Oh, okay.
One of my friends saw me, recognised my car, and jumped out in front of me and smacked down onto the bonnet. I went, Marsh! And I stopped, I put on the hazard lights, and I looked either, and then he said to me afterwards, he twigged that there was a guy beside me with a clipboard, and he stepped out of the way, and then I looked in the mirror and the whole lot and went around, and I remember thinking in my head, I've failed, and we went back to the test centre, and the guy said, well, you'll be happy to know you passed, and I said, no way. I said, I thought I was passing. He goes, no, you reacted the way you're supposed to react. You put on the hazard light.
So your friend actually helped you.
So I was like, so he did me a favour. His name is Gav, and every time I meet him, because I haven't seen him in years, every time I meet him he says it to me.
Every time he runs out in the middle of the road and smashes your car.
You wouldn't have your driver's license only for me.
Every time he saved someone by driving their fire truck.
But the fire truck,
do you have to get a second license?
No, if there's one thing I am proud of in the nearly 29 years, it's driving fire engines is the hardest thing.
100. That's what I was asking you.
Yeah, we have Scanias, right, and they're big trucks. They're full-size trucks, right? Things. But there could be like an inch or so either side, or a couple of inches either side, and you're going at high speeds. Like if somebody says "persons reported" is the two words you don't want to hear, that means there's someone in the fire. So that means
report. What is it?
Persons reported. That means there's people in the fire. So I remember one time turning and into this housing estate, and you could see the fire down the end, and all the cars are kind of parked. There's guys up in curbs, and I went to the station officer. I'm gonna take mirrors here. And he goes, take him. And I must have taken about 10 mirrors as it went down through, just bump.
No way.
Because there wasn't enough space for the truck.
Like a movie.
And like that. But so you wait for the reports to come in, and only one person send in. Because they
probably knew they were parked in the wrong.
Yeah, but we have like a whole section for dealing with that anyway, because that kind of stuff would.
You're not superstitious, eh? That's a lot of 7 years. I imagine someone sitting in their car, they're parked up, so objects in the mirror are closer than they.
But what is the test for like a fire truck? Do you have?
So you have to have the license for that truck, and then they bring you on. You do a course for like 2 weeks.
Is it on the main roads, or do you have to go?
On the main roads, and they'll actually get you to do blue light runs and just go all over. It could be a half an hour. You're whizzing in and out for a half an hour.
Oh, it's so fun.
Was great crack.
Yeah, and you got to do it in the ambulance as well. So you have to do it for every vehicle. I did it. I'm the turntable ladder driver. I'm one of those as well. So
he's at the back.
That's harder to. No, that's in American ones. We don't have that, but it's still a very big
They're massive.
It's a massive thing to get around. A turntable ladder is it's a massive big ladder on the back of a truck.
Oh yeah. It goes up the back.
It's really
it's on a lazy Susan, isn't it?
On one of the ones we have, when you turn left with the front wheels, the back wheels go right. So that's kind of hard to get used to as well, because that means the arse of it kind of comes out around.
But there must be places like, do you ever get stuck in like country roads where it's just too narrow?
You can, and again, you shouldn't, because you should, anticipate. But no, we don't. You see, we don't really go outside of Dublin.
Okay.
Yeah, we only do, and there's like a border, and we say the ones that near me is Bray, and we know where the Bray border is because.
So we're
taking work off them if we go past there. You know what I mean? So no, lads, that's yours. You work away. Whatever. I know we don't do that. I mean, we go to the forest. But we don't. Yeah.
And in Australia, you drive on the other side of the road.
No, same as you guys.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah.
They ruined the whole segment of my podcast.
That's the one place in the world I was happy to drive. I remember when I heard that, I was like, happy days. I'm going to drive everywhere.
Yeah. I would never. I can't do the.
No, neither can I. I think it's just.
Man, and then it only occurred to me a few years ago. I was like, wait. So where sort of Britain took over, say like India and places like that. So they drive on on the left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but Europe drives on the right. And that's the same landmass. Like, what happens? Yeah. So I went on Google Earth
oh my God,
and then looked from the top, like, what happens? I was like, do they just sort of go? But there's this massive that they come like this, and then there's just these big loops, and then they go on the other side. Crazy.
The only thing that would confuse me, because obviously you just follow the other cars, is roundabouts.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Because I'm like, I was it's Spain. Spain's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And me and my girlfriend, we were taking an Uber. So I was just watching, pretending I was kind of like driving, imagining it, like would I be able to do this? So he came to a roundabout, and I thought he'd be on the right lane, but still going round the left.
Yeah.
But they don't. They actually go around the other side of the round. I was like, I would have died there.
I once rented a car.
Sense?
My friend,
Yeah.
he convinced me to rent a car. The two of us got cars in the airport in Tenerife, and like that, I had two people with me. There was a gang of us, and I went up to the first roundabout and around, and I was just so stressed out. I actually got to and just parked up the car for the week. I didn't. Just that was it.
We're walking.
No, won't be doing that. Yeah, so we didn't do that after.
It's a shame that horse died, or the two would have galloped around that.
Where are we going? If it has to be within 10 minutes walk, because we're not fucking driving.
Get an e-scooter.
And on that callback, folks, we're going to wrap up there. Get you guys ready for your Empire gig.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you forgot all about it. You were like, oh yeah, that's right.
Let's keep talking about the news.
But thanks very much for coming. Do you have anything else to plug before we...
I have a podcast. I better plug it. It's called the Filmedy Podcast.
Woo.
So it's film and comedy put together. Even though at the moment we're talking about, we're doing season 3 with Carl Spain and Johnny Camden.
I've seen it. Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, so we were thinking about changing the name, but at the moment, as we stand, it's still the Filmedy Podcast.
Dimo, what about yourself? Anything to plug?
That's great. Yeah, I've got 6 more dates on my Irish tour. I'm in Strabane, Dundalk, Drogheda,
nice.
Galway, Dublin, and I think that might be it. But then we've got there's one more, I can't remember. But it's at damoclarkcomedy.com or at Damo Clark Comedy on the socials. And do follow. But if you can't make that, obviously I'm filming my last one on the 31st of May.
Nice.
In the Craic Den in
Dublin.
In Dublin, and then that will, if you can't make it, I'll put that on YouTube in a few months after that. So
cool.
That's a Sunday night.
Yes, it is.
I'll be there.
Woo!
Cool, man. Yeah, like Sunday's a good vibe. Yeah. It's only the people that really want to go out and go.
Yeah.
So or shift workers.
And shift workers, yeah.
Okay, thanks very much for coming on, Craic.
Thanks for having us.
Yay!